Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jessica Moore. The Navy calls off the search for 7 of its sailors today after their destroyer collided with a much larger Philippine-flagged container ship. CBS 2's Hazel Sanchez joins us now with more on the new developments.
Well, Jessica, the Navy will still not confirm exactly how many crew members' bodies were recovered from the USS Fitzgerald until their families are notified. The collision happened when most of the crew were sleeping. Naval authorities say they're not sure what caused the crash.
The USS Fitzgerald was towed into a Japanese port after a fatal collision with a Filipino container ship off the Japanese coast, 56 miles south of Tokyo. Survivors thought they were under attack.
So this was a severe emergency, but the ship's crew was swift and responsive, and I can't tell you how proud I am of the crew for what they did to save the ship.
It's still unclear what caused the collision, which happened early Saturday morning while most of the 300 crew members aboard the U.S. destroyer were sleeping, and sea traffic in the normally busy waterway was relatively clear.
The damage was significant. This was not a small collision. It was right near the pilot's house, and there is a big puncture, a big gash underneath the waterline.
The ACX Crystal, 4 times the size of the Fitzgerald, slammed right into the living quarters for 116 crew members. 7 sailors were reported missing. Divers found a number of bodies in the flooded compartments.
The water flow was tremendous, and so there wasn't a lot of time in those spaces that were open to the sea. It was traumatic. As to how much warning they had, I don't know. That's going to be found out during the investigation. But it was a significant impact that the crew had to fight very hard to keep the ship afloat.
And the 20-member Filipino crew were all safe after the crash. Investigators believe the container ship may have been traveling at a high speed based on the damage done to the Fitzgerald. They are also questioning if there was proper communication between the 2 vessels who were traveling in that normally busy waterway, Jessica.
It's a tragic story right before Father's Day. Thanks, Hazel.